Dear brothers and sisters, a new day is dawning, and today we unite in prayer, guided by the life-giving strength of Psalm 138, a deep cry from a heart to receive answers, comfort, and the presence of the Most High in every detail of our journey. The Word declares, "On the day I cried out, you answered me, you encouraged me and strengthened my soul." Just like those who have experienced God's help in times of distress, we recognize that when everything around us threatens to collapse, it is the voice of the Lord that lifts us up, sustains us, and renews us. If you are seeking comfort, protection, and strength to face today's challenges, write your name in the comments and intercede for those in need. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do so now and walk with us under the protection of the Word that hears, answers, and transforms. Now, prepare your heart, because today heaven leans down to hear your cry. Lord, on this new day, my soul bows before your greatness, aware of how much I need your presence to stand firm. I feel the weight of challenges, the uncertainty of the path, and the pressures that try to smother my hope. But like the psalmist, I lift my voice with confidence, knowing your faithfulness never fails. Psalm 138 reveals that when we cry out to you, you hear us. And just when our strength seems to fail, your hand reaches out to bring relief, renewal, and refuge. Your word is the invisible shield that surrounds me, the secure shelter that doesn't collapse when the storm rises. When situations spiral out of my control, when doors appear shut and conflicting paths multiply, I remember that you are my refuge, the place where I find a peace that surpasses all understanding. Even when fear tries to steal that peace, your promise remains. You heard me. You encouraged me. You strengthened my soul. It is in that secret place, in the holy space of your presence, that I find true protection, a protection this world cannot offer, not dependent on circumstances, but on your word that never returns void. In you, Lord, I place all my worries, my fears, those burdens that disturb my nights and seek to shake my faith. The psalm declares that even among kings, your name is exalted, and I too lift your name above every area of my life. Protect my home. Guard my thoughts against failure. Shield my family from every arrow of wickedness. Be my shield this morning. Guard my coming and going, every step, every decision. Even if there are invisible threats, even if the enemy tries to trap me, I declare that I am kept by you, for your word says, you heard me. I don't need to fear tomorrow, for my life is in your hands. I pray, Lord, remove all confusion, all fear planted by the enemy, and let your light cover me so powerfully that nothing can bring me down. Renew my heart, my mind, my strength. Uphold me when I falter. Strengthen me when discouragement threatens to overwhelm me. Because it is your voice that lifts me up, your compassionate gaze that never abandons me. Psalm 138 declares that the Lord is great, yet he looks upon the humble. So here I stand before you, unmasked, aware of my limitations, to receive your love and care. Protect my physical, emotional, and spiritual life. Break every cycle of anxiety, every feeling of isolation, every thought that makes me believe no one cares. Show me, Lord, that your presence is real, that even in silence, you are at work. That even when I see nothing, you are moving on my behalf. Let your mighty hand rest upon me today, protecting me from anything that could lead me away from your plan. Let no word spoken against me prevail. Let no scheme of the enemy succeed. For you are the one who keeps me, O faithful God. I place my trust in you, Lord, not only for the answers I've already received, but for who you are, an unshakable refuge, a strong tower, a safe shelter. Your faithfulness sustains me each morning. Your grace surrounds me even when I can't see it. And your presence gives me the confidence to keep moving forward. May my confidence not waver in times of trial, but instead be strengthened, knowing that you are the God who hears, who answers, and who never abandons. May Psalm 138 become a living reality at every step of this day, and may I live protected and sustained by the assurance that in you, I am safe, today and forevermore. Most High God, I now stand before your throne, laying down every battle I face, every chain that tries to hold back my steps, every situation that rises like a giant before me. I know there are moments when the struggles seem endless, when voices of opposition rise to extinguish my hope, when hidden forces conspire to trap my soul in cycles of fear, doubt, and stagnation. But like the psalmist, I cling to your promise. For your word declares in Psalm 138, on the day I cried out, you answered me, you strengthened my soul. I am not alone. I am not abandoned. I do not walk without direction. Your mighty hand is working on my behalf, even when everything appears against me, even when the storm rages and the doors seem locked before me. O Lord, I come before you now, asking that every chain of oppression, every emotional, spiritual, or even physical prison be broken now by the power of your name. As Psalm 138 says, on the day I cried out, you answered me. It is with this assurance that I pray in this very hour, knowing that you hear my voice and are attentive to the deepest beat of my heart. Let no prison, no chain of suffering, no word spoken to destroy my confidence remain. Let every work of the enemy be cancelled. Let every attempt to silence me or weaken my hope be dissolved by your power. Lord, I ask that every arrow of accusation, every spirit of confusion, every voice that seeks to convince me that I am not enough, that I will never succeed, that I will never see change, be silenced by your authoritative voice. Your word says that you strengthen my soul, so strengthen me now. Revive me with your strength, that I may rise above the accusations, above the fear, above the lies. Let no chain of the past, no failure, no guilt imprison me. For you are the one who sets free, the one who turns shame into honor, and defeat into victory. Father, I cry out that every invisible bond the enemy has placed to hinder my progress, in my finances, my health, my relationships, or my dreams, be broken. I ask that every evil structure be dismantled now, every hidden scheme be exposed and utterly defeated, just as the psalmist praised you before kings. I too, even in the face of adversaries, lift my voice in confidence, knowing that victory is already assured by you, the God who sees all, who can do all, and who reigns over all. May every spirit of jealousy, every malicious word, every arrow fired against my life and against those I love be cancelled now. Psalm 138 shows that you are close to the humble, but you oppose the proud. That is why I stand before you, acknowledging that I can do nothing without your intervention. Let every enemy that comes to discourage, to sow doubt and fear, be confounded by your power. Let every giant standing before me fall to the ground, not by my strength, but because you are the God who fights for me. May your spirit fill me with courage, discernment, and clear vision. I do not fear threats. Do not let me give in to fear-filled diagnoses. Do not let me dread bad news, for your word is the final voice over my life. May every chain of manipulation, control, and spiritual oppression be broken. May every spirit of fear be cast out. May all guilt be uprooted from its source. I want to live in freedom. I want to live under your promise. I want to walk in a renewed life, knowing that you surround me at every moment. As Psalm 138 says, your mercy endures forever. And this is why I know that no plan of destruction shall prevail against my life. For you have already declared victory, protection, and deliverance. No matter how great the enemy may appear, you are greater. Your word is stronger. Your promise is unshakable. I am guarded by the one who never loses a battle, who never abandons his own, who never fails. Let Psalm 138 be my cry of victory, my field of freedom, my conviction that when I cry out, I am heard, and when I am heard, no chain can stand against your power. O God who delivers and causes triumph, eternal God, Father who searches the depths of my soul, Psalm 138 reveals that in my time of need, when my voice seemed faint, you heard me and strengthened me. This shows me that you know every detail of my heart, every silent thought, every tear that no one else sees. There is no exhaustion so deep that your presence cannot reverse it, no anguish so hidden that you cannot transform it into renewed hope. Lord, I come to you as one who thirsts for renewal, for a new life. I ask you to visit my innermost being now, to examine my feelings, my emotions, my desires, and shine your light on everything that needs to be restored. As Psalm 138 says, your word reaches me and strengthens me. And that is why I stand before your dwelling place, knowing that when I feel weak, you have the power to reverse all weariness, to restore what has been lost, to turn discouragement into strength, sorrow into joy, and darkness into a new dawn. May all discouragement, all accumulated fatigue, all hidden sadness, all sense of inadequacy now be touched by your power. I ask that your strength flood my mind, renew my memory, and transform painful memories into testimonies of victory. Pour out upon me fresh momentum, a rekindled passion for life, for the mission, for the people you have placed around me. The psalm declares that you answer those who call upon you. And so I come as one who depends on your intervention, aware that I cannot move forward in my own human strength. Let every weight of responsibility, every burden not sent by you, be lifted from my shoulders now. Teach me to surrender all that I cannot control, all that continues to steal my peace, my clarity, and my lightness of heart. I ask you to restore my inner being, to rebuild the places weakened by disappointments, harsh words, and unexpected losses. May every deep wound be touched by your spirit. May every emptiness be filled by your real and living presence. May every dry land now receive the living water that flows from your throne. Lord, I implore you, let your joy, that joy which does not depend on circumstances but is born from the certainty of your presence, be renewed within me. May my heart begin to dream again. May my mind open to new possibilities. May I rediscover faith in change, in new beginnings, in miracles. Psalm 138 reveals a God who answers the cry of the weary, who does not ignore the prayer of a broken heart. That is why I come to you sincerely, asking you to lift up my head, to remove every spirit of defeat, every thought of abandonment, and every shadow of failure trying to take root. I also ask you, Lord, to deliver me from the weariness caused by comparisons, by the weight of others' expectations, and by inner pressures that draw me away from your design. May I not lose myself trying to please everyone, but instead find my peace and fulfillment in the simple truth that I am loved by you. May every feeling of inferiority, insufficiency, and incapability be cast far from me. May I see myself through the lens of your word. May I understand that you know me, that you have chosen me, and that you delight in me. Let your strength be greater than all weariness. Let your spirit be more powerful than any burden. Renew my physical energy. Grant me the strength I need to fulfill what you've entrusted to me, and the wisdom to discern what truly matters. Teach me to rest in you, knowing that even while I rest, you are working on my behalf. May my sleep be restful. May my days be filled with light, and my nights with peace. Let there be no room for despair, anxiety, or restlessness, for my soul is anchored in you, God of all hope. Father, I pray that where there is discouragement, you would plant hope. Where there is weariness, let strength arise. Where there is doubt, let faith be reborn. Where there is sadness, let joy spring forth. Psalm 138 reminds me that nothing is impossible for you. That even when my soul is weak, you are the one who lifts up, strengthens, and restores. And so I receive now your strength. I receive the renewal that only you can give. I receive the assurance that in you, I can begin again as many times as needed. Let every weary place, every overloaded thought, every disappointed expectation be placed before you. Grant me lightness, joy, courage, creativity, and a renewed will to live, to serve, to love, to dream. Let the breath of life descend upon me. May I sense your invisible presence. May I perceive your tender care in every detail, even in the silent days, even when everything seems still. Let your hand sustain me, and may your strength lift me up so that I may live this day with enthusiasm, courage, and renewed hope. For your word is faithful, and you never abandon those who call upon you with a sincere heart. Lord, right now I lay before you all the paths I do not yet understand, every decision weighing on my heart, every choice I bring to your altar to receive clarity and direction. Psalm 138 reveals a God who answers when we cry out, a God who does not hide in times of doubt, who does not ignore the anguish of those seeking to see beyond what is visible. Too often, I find myself at a crossroads, where human answers are no longer enough, where logic fails, and what I see offers no encouragement to move forward. But it is precisely there that your voice becomes essential, where your word must shine as a light in the darkness, as a beacon pointing the way, as a sure compass when everything feels uncertain. Father, I ask that your Holy Spirit come now to touch my thoughts, my doubts, and my unanswered questions. Let your wisdom flood my mind. Let your presence be the steady counsel amidst the pressures and voices that seek to lead me astray. The psalmist said, "On the day I cried out, you answered me and strengthened my soul." And so, with humility, I come to ask the same of you today. Guide my steps. Do not allow me to walk blindly. Do not let me remain bound to the past or paralyzed by fear of the unknown. Lead me along the paths of peace, of justice, the paths only you know and have already prepared for me. I surrender control, easy answers, the urge to plan everything. I place the helm of my life into your hands. May I not be governed by impulse, nor by fleeting emotions, nor by the expectations of others, but by your design, which is greater, higher, and more perfect than anything I could imagine. Psalm 138 declares that the Lord fulfills his purpose for each of us. I want to live in that truth, to walk in step with what you have written for my story, to live each season under your direction, without fear, without hesitation, without wasting time on things that do not nourish my soul. Lord, I pray that you would remove every fog, every doubt, every thought that draws me away from the center of your will. May I not veer to the right or to the left, but move forward with confidence, even when I don't understand all the details, even when I don't have all the answers. Teach me to trust you in the processes I cannot comprehend, to rest when everything in me cries out in anxiety, to hear your voice above the noise of the world, to discern between my desires and your will. I ask you for clear signs. Open and close doors according to your perfect wisdom. Keep me from traps, from dangerous shortcuts, from appealing offers that do not come from you. May I learn to wait. May I not try to rush time. May I never mistake your silence for your absence, for you are always working on my behalf. Your word says that your plans cannot be thwarted, and that what you have dreamed for my life is greater than any scenario, any limitation, any human expectation. Lead me to live the purpose for which I was created, not to waste my gifts, not to overlook the opportunities you place before me, not to settle for a life of mediocrity when you call me to the extraordinary. Father, reveal your plan even in the simplest daily tasks. Show me the value of small beginnings, the power of seeds sown in silence, the deep meaning of what seems insignificant to the world. May I discern hidden purpose even in the deserts, in the waiting seasons, in the days where I see no fruit. Help me to understand that every step is part of a perfect plan. Let every pain become an instrument to bless other lives. Let every difficulty strengthen me and draw me closer to you. Keep me from deception, from distraction, from invitations to follow easy but meaningless voices. Give me the courage to say no to what does not edify, to what does not build, to what does not align with the project you have for me. Open my eyes to see opportunities to grow, to serve, to love deeply, and to make a difference right where you have planted me. Let me not live through comparison. Let me not seek validation or recognition by looking to others, but keep my eyes fixed on you, the author and perfecter of my faith. Grant me wisdom to make difficult decisions, the sensitivity to hear the counsel that comes from you, and the discernment to turn away from any path that would lead me away from yours. Let your word be the filter through which I make every choice. Let peace in my heart be my guide. May the joy of obedience be greater than any earthly reward. Psalm 138 speaks of a God who acts on behalf of those who place their hope in him. That is why I will wait with confidence, walk without fear, and live for the glory of your name. Lord, I ask that not a single day be lost to distractions that steal my focus, to worries that drain my courage, or to insecurities that cause me to retreat. May I be filled with vision, renewed hope, and a deep sense of mission. Take me beyond my limits. Cause me to grow in maturity, in intimacy with you, and in faithfulness. Let my entire being be an expression of your love, a reflection of your care, a response to the calling you've placed upon my life. Let my life be an instrument in your hands. May I be a light in the midst of darkness. May my choices be seeds of eternity. May my attitude reflect your character within me. Let Psalm 138 be fulfilled in my story. May I look back one day and see that every step was guided by you, that every decision bore your seal, and that every season, whether beautiful or difficult, was marked by your presence and the fulfillment of your design. Let me live for what is eternal. Let me run the race you have set before me. Let me accomplish all you have written over my life, with courage, boldness, and the joy that comes only from you. In this moment, I choose to fill my heart with gratitude, not only for the great victories, but for the details, the quiet deliverances, the unspoken answers, the subtle signs of your care in the midst of the ordinary. Psalm 138 says you heard the cry and strengthened the soul. It is that strength which enables me to see your blessings even on days of struggle. I thank you for your protection over my home, for your faithful provision, for your comfort in times of sorrow, for your presence in moments of loneliness, for the invisible embrace of your spirit, and for renewed faith with each dawn. Lord, may my heart never grow numb to your generosity. May I never lose the ability to marvel at the sunrise, to rejoice in daily bread, to give thanks for relationships, open doors, unexpected opportunities, restored health, and renewed strength. I recognize that everything I am and all that I have is a gift from you. No success is solely the fruit of my own effort, it is the result of your favor, which surrounds me and makes a way where there was none. I plead with you, let my heart overflow with so much gratitude that it touches everyone around me. Let my life become a living testimony of praise, not just through my words, but through my actions, my service, and my willingness to share and witness. Teach me to discern the good even in trials, to perceive your purpose even in adversity, to honor every step, every new beginning, every victory won after a long battle. Let contentment become my lifestyle, not because I have everything I desire, but because I know that with you, I lack nothing. Lord, I pray that this flow of blessing will not stop with me, but reach my family, my friends, and all those for whom I pray and intercede. May your goodness multiply in every home. May miracles occur where there is need. May doors open where there is lack. May there be healing, reconciliation, the restoration of dreams, and a spiritual awakening in every place still marked by darkness. May your hand continue to sustain, guide, and protect those I love. May the promises of Psalm 138 extend to all who place their trust in you. May I never forget to celebrate every victory, even the quiet ones, to share my testimonies of deliverance, to proclaim my gratitude openly for all your works. Let my mouth be filled with praise. May I be known for my gratitude, for my hope, and for a living faith. May I recognize your hand even on silent days, even when the miracle happens in secret, even when your provision comes in the form of strength to endure, wisdom to decide, and peace in the midst of the storm. Psalm 138 reveals that you fulfill your purpose, and that is why I know that everything I go through is part of a greater plan. I want to live in a way worthy of your goodness, to appreciate, to celebrate, and to share. May gratitude open new doors. May it prepare my heart to receive even more of your blessings. May it keep me humble, available, and open to the new things you have in store. Let every day be lived with eyes attentive to your grace, a grateful heart, and hands ready to bless. May the flow of your love never cease in me, and may my whole life become a place of gratitude to you, the God who always listens and responds to those who seek you with sincerity. Lord, after this morning of prayer in the light of Psalm 138, I remain before you with a surrendered heart, filled with reverence, awe, and deep gratitude. You are the God who answers sincere cries, who strengthens the weak, who renews strength, and who never despises those who bow at your feet. Today I have felt your attention, recognized your hand at work, and understood that even when I see no solution, you are already moving unseen pieces on my path. Your faithfulness is unshakable. Your mercy knows no bounds. Your love is the foundation that helps me stand firm in every storm. I believe that every word prayed here echoes in heaven. That every request written in the comments does not fall into nothingness. That every name mentioned has already been touched by your mighty hand. That is why I choose to continue trusting, persevering, and walking without looking back, my eyes fixed on the one who has never failed me. Let my life align with your purpose. Let my heart remain sensitive to your voice. Let my days be lived with gratitude, courage, and renewed faith. If this prayer has touched your heart, if Psalm 138 has brought you renewal, guidance, and peace, share this prayer now with someone who needs a word of hope. Write in the comments the names of those you wish to intercede for, and continue being part of this chain of faith. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel now, activate notifications, and stay connected daily for more prayers, teachings, and messages that will strengthen your soul. You are not alone. Heaven is listening to your cry. Hold on, for the God of Psalm 138 is with you today and always. Amen.